Good morning class, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe. So 7th class, your chapter number 2. Today we are going to discuss about this topic in video section activity part 2 worksheet number 2. So let's start this topic. Class 7, first of all open your MS Excel and we will see in this practical how to apply conditional formatting in MS Excel and removing conditional formatting and filtering data in MS Excel. Okay, so first of all select this table like this. Okay, and we will click next in a home tab, click sort and filter. Okay, just click a sort and filter to apply sort the selection to that the lowest value as at the top of the column. So just click properly. Okay, now you can see it's a sequential, means ascending to descending order to create a sorting. So serial wise you can see a name Ankit, Ankush, Deepak, Manish and Rao. Okay, now you can change this sorting in this filter to a short selection to that the highest value are the top of the column. So first of all just click. So now you can see at top of the name of the Rahul, Manish, Deepak, Ankush and Ankit. Okay, so this is a feature of a sorting in a MS Excel. Okay, now second is a conditional formatting. So just click conditional formatting. Now you can see highlight cell rules, top bottom rules, data bars, color scales, icon sets, new rules, etc. So you can choose in between data bar. So just click a data bar, apply in this. Okay, highlight this. So this is a conditional formatting. Now next you can see a color scales. Okay, so choose this color scale accordingly. Okay, now you can see this changes. Okay, now next is a highlight cell rule. So you can see greater than, less than, between, equal, text, date occurring. So apply this greater than first of all. So you can just click a OK. Okay, so all these features about in a conditional formatting you can apply this. This is the last icons. You can choose this icon like this. See properly. Okay students, now you can apply all this conditional formatting in this like this. Clear? Okay, now last is how to removing conditional formatting. So just click a conditional formatting and just click clear rules. Okay, clear rule selected, say clear rule for entire sheet. Just click entire sheet, so you can see all formatting you are removing conditional formatting like this. Okay, so this is a practical or base conditional formatting in MS Excel and filtering data in MS Excel. Okay, now last in this sort and filter you can apply this selected firstly table and click a filter. This is the filter option in the home tab. So just you can see a whole table are selected in a filtering. So just click what you want in this. So just click Deepak and Manish in this name. Okay, so just okay, you can see Deepak and Manish data is showing in this creating in a filtering data. So now you can see again properly whole student name you want. So just click OK. So you can see this is the feature of filtering. Okay, clear in a MS Excel. So student just do it yourself and practice proper, create a table and after apply all this condition. Okay student, class 7th your chapter number 2 formulae, functions and more in Excel. Today we are going to discuss about this topic activity. Let's recall terms to learn worksheet 1 to 2. Okay students, so let's start this topic. Activity, take the correct answer in the box. So first question, which tab will you click to find the conditional formatting command button? So view tab, home and data already mentioned in this example. So options, the first correct is a B, home tab is a correct. Second, by default conditional formatting is applied to. So it's your correct answer is A part, selected data. Third, which option in the conditional formatting list will you click to clear conditional formatting? So new rules, clear sheet, clear rules already here. So correct answer is clear rule is a correct answer. Now Let's talk about the let's recall points. A formula is an expression that is used for doing calculation on worksheet data. Formula may contain mathematical operators like plus, minus, into, divide, etc. to help to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division and so in a worksheet. Next, the function are ready-made formulae that are built into an MS Excel. So they help you to manipulate data in a worksheet. Next point, some common function like sum, average, min, maximum and count can be accessed directly from the auto sum button manually. Sorting. Sorting is the process of arranging data in a particular order. Next, filter is a feature in a MS Excel that allow you to see only the data you are intersected in at the moment and hides away the rest of the data. Conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is a feature using which you can highlight selective data in a worksheet by formatting it in such a way that it stands out from the rest of the data. Now come on our terms to learn part. First is a formula. So formula an expression that begins with an equal to sign and helps you to manipulate worksheet data. Second thing is a function. So ready-made in a build formula that helps you to manipulate data. Next is sorting. Sorting means arrangement of data in a particular order to increasing or decreasing order and so on. Next is filter, a feature in MS Excel that can be used to temporarily hide unwanted data. Next is custom. So custom, a feature in MS Excel that helps you to format selective data from a worksheet. Formatting based on a certain condition. So all are important topics, points in the let's recall and the terms to learn. So students just go through and revise and read properly. Now next is your worksheet number for students. So the fill in the blanks. The formula in Excel must begin with and dash sign. So it's a equal sign. Next is the method of addressing by which either the row number or the column letter changes when a formula is dragged and applied to the other cell is known as a dash addressing. So it's a mixed. Third is the dash function returns the sum of the number in a selective range. So sum function. Fourth, the dash function returns the smallest valued number in a selected cell range. Selected cell in a smallest, so in a main use. Fifth, when we sort data in dash order, we arrange it from the smallest to the largest. So increasing order, you will write a increasing. Sixth is a dash is a process of arranging data into a meaningful order. It's a sorting process. So seventh last, a dash can be used to arrow down data in a worksheet to view only selective records. A filter, we can use a filter can be used to narrow down data. Next, come on a worksheet number 2, student take the correct answer. First question, which function finds the sum of the number in a selective cell range? So it's first auto, sum, count, all are options available. So B is a correct. So correct is a sum. Second, which function finds the average of the number in a selected cell range? So average, total, sum, all are option available. So correct is the average, A part. Third, which of these is an example of absolute addressing? So A is a $A5, B $A$5, C $5. So correct absolute addressing is A option. Fourth, which of these is an example of the relative addressing? So A C5, B G$9, C $C5. So correct is a $C5, C option is a correct. Fifth is a which type of data sorted from A to Z or from Z to A. It's a textual data. Okay. Sixth and last, which type of data sorted from oldest to newest data or the from newest to oldest data? So textual, numerical, date and time data all are given. So date and time data is a correct. So student, worksheet number 1 and 2 you will complete it in your book only. Okay class? Okay class 7th, your today's homework is do worksheet 1 and 2 in your book.